If you want to learn how to make this super cute t-shirt yarn bag, keep watching. This bag worked up pretty fast and it was super fun to make. Jumping straight into the tutorial with materials, I'm using this t-shirt yarn I got off Amazon. I'll link it below, a 6mm crochet hook and a stitch marker, but you can also use yarn as a stitch marker. Also, I do want to say that I did use 2 skeins of this t-shirt yarn. Right now, I'm trying to find a freaking center pull, and it was giving me hell. Is there a center pull? So we're going to start with a slip knot. Make a U, twist the top of the U, pull the long string through, and then we're just going to put it on the hook. Then we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to chain 23 in total. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 22, 23. All right. Then we're going to skip the first 2 chains and put a double crochet in that first stitch. So we can put a stitch marker here, but I'm not necessarily going to, only because I'm going to remember where that's at. Well, I'll put it here. I'm going to take it out because this is not where I feel like you need the stitch marker the most. If I can get it through there. But all right. And now for every stitch until we get to our last stitch, which will be this one, the rest of them are all going to get 1 double crochet. So we went in this one already, just so y'all can see. So we're going in the next one. 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet. And just keep doing 1 double crochet all the way down until you get to your very last stitch, and then I will meet up with y'all, and we will do we're going to do more than 1 double crochet in that last stitch. That's what's going to turn the hat around, if I may. Okay, so this is what our base is looking like so far, and it is curving, but it'll lay flat once we get around to doing the other side. So now we have 1 stitch left, and this is the stitch I was saying. We're going to be putting 6 double crochets into this very last stitch. So this is number 1. And when we're by doing 6, it's going to turn our work for us. So you'll see that once we get to like probably the 3rd one, our work will be turned so that we can work back down this side, because we're making an oval for the base of the bag. So this is number 2. Number 3. You see how we're starting to turn? Number 4. Oop. Number 5. And number 6. All right, so what I'm going to do is take the stitch marker out of here. And I'm going to place it out of that first stitch. I'm going to place it into the first one of the 6 we did. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I'm going to place it here because when we come back around, we're going to be doing increases, and this is where they'll start. And that'll just make it easier for us, so we don't have to look for it. And now we're going to be doing 1 double crochet in each stitch on the way back. And you're just going to pick up until this one little stitch from like the back side of what we did. I'm crocheting over that little yarn tail. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I am. And one thing I will also say is we're going to repeat the same thing we did at the end of this round down here. So we're going to save this last stitch and put 6 into this stitch. So it'll be a little smushed, but that's just what's going to give us that curve for the oval base of the bag. Okay, so right here I have 1 left. Remember, this is at chain 2. We don't go into that, but we're going to go into this last space and do a total of 6 double crochets. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet. And this is our base. I know there's going to be like this little opening, but it's not going to be that serious as you continue to work. And I'm going to grab some measuring tape so we can measure and see how much this is measuring up to be. it will eventually lay flat. Like, by the time we finish this other round, I probably was going a little too tight, but by the time we finish this other round, it'll lay flat. But let me get my measuring tape. Those that are curious, right now, the base of the bag is curling up, LOL. But the base of the bag in inches is about like 9.5 inches-ish. And we're gonna do one more round. You can stop here if you want, but I'm just gonna do one more round. And so I'm gonna chain up 2, my bad. And then just do 1 double crochet in each stitch up until we get to the stitch marker. Okay, so now that we've reached the stitch marker, in each of these stitches, we're gonna be doing 2 double crochets instead of 1. So now I'm just gonna take it from over here and I'm gonna go back to where the front will be. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I know that that's where we'll do our next set of increases. And I'm just gonna do 2, and because I know I did 6, I'm just gonna count to 12. So this is number 3, and then number 4, number 5, and then number 6, number 7, and then number 8, number 9, and then number 10, and number 11, and then number 12. Oops, redo number 12. Okay, so now that the second part is done, we're gonna again do 1 double crochet in each stitch until we get to our next stitch marker, which is where we'll do our next round, or our next set of increase, because it's not a full round. We're still in the same round. And if you want to continue to increase, like if you have a specific like width you want your bag to be, you're welcome to do so. If you want your bag longer, you're welcome to chain longer. Start with a longer chain or start with a smaller chain. And the same way we increase like with a hat is the same way you would do your increases for the bag. So like if you want to do another round of increase, it would be like 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, 1 double crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, 1 double crochet in the next. But I don't plan on making it any bigger than this for this video. But if y'all want a tutorial on how to make it bigger, like the bottom of the base, just comment below and I will drop one for y'all after I order some more t-shirt yarn. Okay, so now this is our last stitch before our increases. And again, since I know we did 12 stitches, I'm gonna do it and just keep counting until I get to 12. So that's 1 stitch, 2 stitch, and remember 2 go in the same stitch. 3 stitch, 4 stitch, 5 stitch, 6 stitch, 7 stitch, 8 stitch, 9 stitch, 10 stitch, 11 stitch, and 12 stitch. Slip stitch into the first double crochet, and now this is our new base. Okay, so it's still curving, so I don't know, maybe it wasn't because of how tight I was going. And let me grab my measuring tape again, because where did it fall to? Wait a second. So right now it's measuring to be basically 11.5 inches. So if you want it longer, you're welcome to go longer, but I'm not. And so for the remaining rounds of the bag, we're just gonna do 1 double crochet in each stitch. So we're gonna chain up 2. I don't like how loose that is. Chain up 2, and then 1 double crochet into the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet all the way around the entire perimeter of the bag. And as you continue to do this, your bag is going to start to build upwards. So for real this time, we should start to lose the curve of the bag as we build it up. But just 1 double crochet in each stitch. All right, so this is what the bag is looking like after one round of one round of double crochet with no increase, just going around. And as you can see, like this, when you fold this up, this is just how big the bag is going to be. So we're going to keep working rounds until you have the length of your bag, and I'll come back to tell y'all when I stop working rounds. Alright guys, this is what my bag is looking like after I did a total of 13 rounds of no increase. It is about, I believe it's like, not measuring the very last row, but right above that very last row, I think it's like 9. It's like 9. Wait, I think I pulled it down some. Yeah, it's like 9.5 inches, which is fine for me because it could fit my laptop and my book and a couple other things in there. So now we are going to get ready to mark off where we will be doing single crochets for the base of the bag, and then this area will be the handle. So you're just going to smush your bag flat and count up 10 stitches from both sides. Now, if you did a longer chain to start off your bag, just make sure that at least, because I feel like this is 40. So this is like, basically we had like 60 something stitches. So this is like 2/3 of the bag. So no matter how many chains you do to start it, just make sure at least like 2/3 of your bag is covered with the, so that you can do the single crochet, so it can have a better foundation for that handle. All right, so now I'm about to start working on my handle. And I'm going to do a chain 1 because I'm doing single crochet. Sorry, chain 1. And then we're going to do, in that same stitch, 1 single crochet. And we're going to do a single crochets up until we get to our stitch marker. But in that same stitch, we are also going to do a single crochet. So I just stuck my hook in there and pulled that yarn out. And honestly, I feel like that's easier than using the plastic stitch markers. Now we're going to make a chain. 1, 2. All right, so I'm trying to measure out my handle just to make sure it's long enough, because I looked up on Google and they said like shoulder bag length, strap lengths are at least 20 to 30 inches. And they said like 26 inches should be a good amount. So I'm just trying to see how many inches mine is. Without stretching, it's 22. So I'm going to do like maybe 10 more stitches. So that'll be like 90 stitches. Because I don't... Is that enough for me? No, I'm going to do 10 more, just, or maybe 5 more. And 5. Okay, so I did a total of 85 chains. You're welcome to do more or less. You just want to make sure you have a good enough strap for whatever size. This is what it's, you want a good enough strap. This is fine for me for a shoulder bag. Plus, I can get some stretch from it. I just don't like when shoulder bags are like super duper small and they don't like stay up on your arm. So I did 85. I actually was considering going and doing 90, but I feel like with the stretch, I don't have to do another 5. But once you finish doing your single crochets, you are going to insert my hook into that stitch, pull the stitch marker out, and then I'm going to do a single crochet to just connect everything. Okay, so... let me make sure, well, will it really matter? You don't want to like twist it all the way up. You know, if you ever made a cat beanie, you don't want it, you know, like if you twist it up before you crochet it, it messes up. But I'm going to do single crochets all the way until I get to the other side of here, because that's when we're going to basically repeat the step and make our strap again. So just place single crochets, and my brain keeps trying to get me to do a double or a half double crochet because that's what I was doing for this entire bag. But yeah, just do your single crochets until you get to your stitch marker. Right, and now I insert my hook and then I pull out. So now that we're here, we are just going to do the same amount of chains we did on this side. So that'll be 85 chains. And then we're just going to single crochet it back into this piece. So I'm going to start making my chains. All 85 chains done. And now we are just going to single crochet into our stitch to join. Remove our stitch marker, and we're going to just single crochet until we get to the other side of the bag. All right, slip stitch. All right, and now we're back at our starting point. So what we're going to do is now we're going to be going through and doing single crochets, but we're going to be putting single crochets inside of our strap just for security purposes. So I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to put a single crochet in that very same stitch. Single crochet up until we get to, yeah, even in that fourth stitch, single crochet. Now that we've done our single crochets, we are going to be placing single crochets into every stitch from our chain. So yes, I will be doing 85 single crochets. It is what it is. So if you want to make a short strap so you don't have to work through the stitches, that's fine. But honestly, I feel like working through the stitches here is much easier than on acrylic yarn. I don't know. I think maybe it's because of like how stretchy this yarn is. But yeah. You're just going to work all the way down your strap. Now that I finished doing all my single crochets, okay, so my strap is long and curved, but I wanted a long strap. So again, do less if you don't want to strap this long. And it should uncurl some once I do my second round of single crochet. So now I'm just going to place single crochets up until we get to this side, and then you'll repeat the process of putting single crochets in there until you get to the very end of, well, the start of the round for the strap, for the bag. You feel me?